Hello to all. Today we are going to talk about Franz Kafka and his life experiences. And I must say, we need to learn a lot more from his life experiences. Though he was suffering a lot in his life because of his family relationship problems, he has not, good bonding with his family, especially with his father. That's why he has suffered a lot for his health also. But when he was alive, his works gained not much popularity, but when he died, his works gained so much of popularity because his friends Max Brod has published so many of his works posthumously, and they gained a lot more popularity of that. And now let's start with the video now. Here we have some unknown facts about him, like his all works are characterized by the anxiety, alienation and absurd situation, and these all are happened because of his own personal life experiences he has suffered from. He has suffered from all these, that's why his works contain these kind of situations, and his work, The Trial and the Metamorphosis, has gained a lot importance in his life, like they have published posthumously obviously. And also Franz Kafka wants to burn huge amount of his own work, as he knows that he will not live more, and like during his lifetime he has published a handful of shorter works, but after like his works published posthumously and he gained success posthumously because of his good friend Max Brod. Like Franz Kafka has told Max Brod that destroy my unfinished manuscripts on my death, and Kafka died from tuberculosis at the age of 41. And but Brod, his friend, Kafka's friend, felt that Kafka's writing deserved to be shared, and Brod went against his wishes, and really thanks to Brod, like Kafka's most important works, The Trial, The Metamorphosis, The Castle and America and so on works went published, and we have got the chance to read them. And also in 1999, his trial work, a committee of top German authors, scholars and literary critics ranked The Trial the second most significant German language novel of the 20th century. And also we have the museum in Prague dedicated to Kafka, and this museum's aim is to surround the visitor with the world of Kafka's fiction. And yes, in 2001, the city of Prague and the Kafka Society established an annual literary award named as the Franz Kafka Prize. So many writers, critics, artists and philosophers has influence from him during 20th and 21st century. And yes, W.H. Auden has said that he is the Dante of 20th century, and Vladimir Nabokov and Gabriel Garcia, they both have influence from him. And Thomas Mann has said that his works are as similar to allegorical, and these works fuses the elements of realism and fantastic. He was a novelist, short story writer, and an insurance officer. He was born in an upper middle class Jewish family, and he had two brothers who died in infancy, and he had three sisters alive, and he was the only brother of three sisters. And also Franz Kafka had a very difficult relationship with parents, as his mother was a devotee homemaker who lacked to understand her son's dream to become a writer, and also the Kafka's father had a forceful personality, and he often Kafka's father had a profound impact on both Kafka's life and his writing, and he often believed that his romantic relationships is converted into complicated relationship because of his father, only because of the bond he has with his father. And also in literature also, Kafka's characters were often coming up against an overbearing power of some kind, one that could easily break the will of a man and destroy their sense of self-worth. And these all are happening because of his bond he is having with his parents. After that, in 1889 to 1893, Franz attended the Deutsche Nachschule. It was a boys' elementary school, and he was sent to the German schools. And also in 1901 he graduated from the Altstaetter Gymnasium. It was a secondary school with 8 grade levels, and he did really very well in the school, taking classes like Latin, Greek and history. And after secondary school he went on to the Charles Ferdinand University, where at first he decided to study chemistry but switched after 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks and he has switched to the law. And in the end of his first year he met another student. He was a year younger than him, and he was Max Brod. And he became his very close friend throughout his life. And also Kafka obtained the degree of Doctor of Law on June 18, 1906, and he has also worked as an unpaid service as a law clerk for the civil and criminal courts. His most famous works are The Verwandlung, The Metamorphosis, Der Prozess, The Trial, Das Urteil, The Judgment, Das Schloss, The Castle, Betrachtung, Contemplation, Ein Hungerkünstler, A Hunger Artist, Briefe an Felice, Letters to Felice. In 1907, he has started working in an insurance company, you can say that Italian insurance company, and but where he worked for nearly a year because he was very unhappy with his working time schedule. Like it was from 8 p.m. and until 6 a.m. and he was not able to concentrate on his writing because of this timing schedule. That's why on July 15, 1908 he resigned from there, but after 2 weeks he has found some other job, like from the Workers Accident Insurance Institute. He's in from Kingdom of Bohemia, and he was really very hardworking fellow, and everyone can see in his office. So but he has not left his literary work. He was always committed to his literary work. And Kafka and also with his close friend Max Brod and Felix Welch. Felix Welch is Felix Weltsch. Max Brod and Felix Welch, these three were called Der enge Prager Kreis, which means the close Prague circle. And after in 1911, Karl Hermann, he was the spouse of his sister Ellie. So he proposed Kafka to collaborate in the business, in some kind of business, and he was very much into the business also, Kafka. And in 1912 he met Felice Bauer. He met her in the home of Max Brod, and they were in the relationship, and they have decided to get married also, but their relationship finally ended in 1917 because Kafka was suffering from tuberculosis. And after that in 1923 he moved to Berlin, Franz Kafka, because of his disease only, and because he wanted to treat himself from a very good doctor. And there he met Dora Diamond. Dora Diamond was the 25-year-old kindergarten teacher from a very Orthodox Jewish family, and they have also decided to marry, but nothing has gone right. Then after in 1924 he died because of tuberculosis, and it is generally agreed that Kafka was suffered from clinical depression also, social anxiety also throughout his entire life, and he has also suffered from migraines, insomnia, constipation and other ailments because and he has very excessive stress also, and he has so many strains in his entire life. So in 1924 he has died, and that's all about Franz Kafka.